Let's talk about the World War III news. This will be an important video. Now, people is asking what's going on with the Ukraine conflict. Ever since the Israel and Gaza conflict brewed off, all the focus has been there. What's going on in Ukraine? Well, I know Russia hit Kharkiv, they hit Odessa, and they hit Mykolaiv yesterday. Now, a couple of days ago, there was this ominous speech from Putin about nuclear testing.
Start testing nuclear weapons, to come back to testing of nuclear weapons.
I ain't gonna bore you guys with the video. I posted it a couple of days ago, but I will say that he's talking about going back to nuclear testing because the United States never ratified the agreement. The same nuclear test that started an arms race between Russia and the United States to test their weapons, who had the best. Yeah, I definitely don't want to go back to these days. But if this is where we're going back to, then I know nuclear tensions are high. Then we got underground nuclear testing. Yeah, I don't think we want that anymore either. Except we do. The United States is moving closer to underground nuclear testing without the actual explosion, and saying that they will start shipping the key components for a nuclear test next year. And now I know that Russia is using this to say, hey, if the United States tests an underground nuke first, then we're going to start our own underground nuclear testing, or ocean nuclear testing, whatever they decide to do. Which the lawmakers got 10 days to make an excuse to leave this treaty so they can start nuclear testing again. You know what that means, right? We're on the verge of nuclear war, like I've been saying. We have China hitting out at Russia for the first time because Russia hit a funeral. And saying that China finds heavy civilian casualties in an attack on a village as concerning. I'm pretty sure we're going to see that when you guys attack Taiwan or Japan. Everyone rebukes war until they're into it. Now back to the Hamas and Israel situation. The Hezbollah has been closely getting involved in this war. They've been starting to hit off the Israeli border. Not only that, there are signs that Iran is getting ready to step into this war, and the United States top general just warned Iran to not step into this. It'll make things worse and we will be at war. But there is a war map that is showing some of the clashes between the Hamas and Israel and the Hezbollah and Israel. As you can see, there are several clashes on the board. Now, for the United States, there's a secret terrorist list. The Hamas is trying to find ways into our country. The FBI is watching this, but with open borders, there's not much you can watch. I already said they're already here. But our enemies are finding ways to sneak into the United States to start sabotaging our shit and causing chaos here. These enemies include Russia, China, Iran, North Korea, Venezuela, Cuba, and Nicaragua. There are probably other terrorist organizations or troops or something sneaking into our country that we don't know about, but those are the main ones I do know about. And yes, our strike group is ready to go. Here goes some videos. We got John Kirby crying.
It's very, excuse me, very difficult to look at these images, Jake, and the human cost. And these are human beings. They're family members, they're friends, they're loved ones, cousins, brothers, sisters.
Just a few miles north of the northern border that Gaza has with Israel, and what we have behind me is the most extraordinary build-up of Israeli heavy armor. On the high ground over there, I've counted at least 40 Israeli tanks, but there are 2 columns of them stretching well beyond the horizon, so it's impossible to say how many more there are over there.
This is on the Israel-Gaza border, as there is a bunch of tanks getting ready to invade into Gaza. There's a bunch. Remember, Israel said there would be nothing. Then this is the aftermath on the Gaza after some of the Israeli airstrikes. Crazy. Much love from Ohio, United States. More news next.